the picturesque town of Serendipityville, where cobblestone streets meandered through sun-kissed valleys and the scent of freshly bloomed flowers lingered in the air, resided the ever-smiling and beloved baker, Mr. Jenkins. His bakery, a charming establishment known far and wide as Jenkins' Sweet Delights, stood as a testament to his culinary artistry and the warm community spirit that permeated every corner of the town. One idyllic morning, as the townsfolk began their day with the anticipation of Mr. Jenkins's delectable creations, the genial baker found himself contemplating the peculiar superstition that had woven its way into the fabric of Serendipityville. This superstition, rooted in an incident involving a black cat named Whiskers crossing the path of the town's mayor on the 13th day of the month, had instilled a deep-seated fear of the number 13 among the residents. However, Mr. Jenkins, with his unwavering optimism and a heart full of compassion, felt compelled to challenge this age-old fear. He hatched a plan to bake not one, but 13 special cupcakes, each a delicious testament to the joy and sweetness that the supposedly unlucky number could bring. His bakery, a lively hub of creativity and warmth, became a symphony of activity as Mr. Jenkins embarked on his ambitious culinary endeavor. Mixing bowls clinked, the aroma of vanilla and sugar filled the air, and the rhythmic hum of the oven created a harmonious melody. The 13 cupcakes began to take shape, promising a palette of flavors that would dance on the taste buds and, perhaps, sway the hearts of those who feared the ominous 13. Yet, as the cupcakes baked to perfection, a sense of trepidation gripped Mr. Jenkins. The townsfolk, steeped in their long-held beliefs, might not readily accept this challenge to their superstitions. Despite the doubt that loomed, he adorned each cupcake with vibrant sprinkles and luscious frosting, determined to infuse a bit of joy and whimsy into the lives of his neighbors. Just as he placed the last tray of cupcakes on the cooling rack, a sudden gust of wind swept through the bakery, causing the door to creak open. In walked a mysterious figure, an old woman draped in tattered shawls. The townsfolk, their eyes wide with a mixture of curiosity and trepidation, watched as the woman's presence seemed to carry an air of ancient wisdom. "The baker with a brave heart," she cackled, her voice resonating with mystery and amusement. "I sense you're challenging the unluck. I sense you're challenging the unlucky 13. Beware, for fate may not be on your side." Undeterred, and with a warm smile, Mr. Jenkins extended a plate of cupcakes to the mysterious visitor. She hesitated for a moment, then took a deliberate bite. A moment later, a loud crash resonated through the bakery. "The town clock!" exclaimed the old woman. "It struck 13. A hush fell over the townsfolk as they anxiously awaited the impending disaster. However, Mr. Jenkins, ever the optimist, stood tall and resolute, ready to address the crowd. "Friends, it's just a number. Let's not let superstitions control us. Embrace the joy in these cupcakes and let go of our fears." As the first brave soul took a bite, a ripple of positivity surged through the crowd. Laughter replaced hushed whispers, and the once fearful atmosphere gave way to a newfound sense of camaraderie. The magic of the cupcakes worked wonders, and the power of the feared number 13 began to wane. The old woman, observing the transformative scene, nodded approvingly. "You've broken the spell, young baker. Sometimes all it takes is a little sweetness to turn things around." Word of the enchanted cupcakes and Mr. Jenkins' courageous stand spread like wildfire, not only within Serendipityville, but to neighboring towns as well. Visitors flocked to witness the magic firsthand, and the once quaint town blossomed into a bustling hub of positivity and celebration. As the legend of the unlucky number 13 continued to unfold, Mr. Jenkins's bakery became a symbol of breaking free from irrational fears. The town, now a beacon of joy and laughter, thrived with an air of festivity, and the sweet aroma of success lingered in every corner. But the story did not end there. The news of Serendipityville's transformation reached the ears of a renowned storyteller who traveled from afar to document the tale. Intrigued by the depth of the narrative, the storyteller decided to delve into the history of the superstition, unearthing forgotten stories and shedding light on the roots of fear that had gripped the town for generations. Through meticulous research and heartfelt interviews, the storyteller uncovered the origins of the Black Cat Whiskers and the incident that had sparked the town's aversion to the number 13. As the townsfolk delved into their own history, they discovered that the fear of 13 had its roots in a series of unrelated events, each tinged with a blend of coincidence and misunderstanding. Armed with this newfound knowledge, the people of Serendipityville embarked on a collective journey of understanding and reconciliation. The town council organized community gatherings, inviting residents to share their stories and perspectives on the superstition that had held them captive for so long. Through open conversations and a shared willingness to embrace change, the townsfolk learned that breaking free from the shackles of fear required not only the courage to challenge superstitions, but also the empathy to understand the perspectives of others. The town, once divided by unfounded fears, became a unified community that celebrated its rich history while embracing a future free from the constraints of superstition. The transformative tale of Serendipityville, now a beacon of enlightenment and unity, spread far and wide. Other communities, inspired by the courage and resilience of the townspeople, began to question their own long-held beliefs and traditions. The story of the unlucky number 13, once a mere superstition, had become a catalyst for positive change and introspection across the land. And so, the legacy of Mr. Jenkins and his 13 cupcakes lived on, not only as a charming tale of a baker's courage, but as a timeless parable of humanity's capacity for growth, understanding, and the sweet triumph of breaking free from the chains of irrational fear. The town of Serendipityville, once marked by superstition, had become a shining example of the power of unity, empathy, and the extraordinary possibilities that could unfold when a community dared to challenge the status quo. As the sun set over Serendipityville, casting a warm glow upon the now thriving town, the people gathered in the town square to celebrate their newfound freedom from superstition. Mr. Jenkins, with a twinkle in his eye and a heart full of gratitude, stood among them, a symbol of resilience and the enduring power of a single, courageous act. And so, the tale of Serendipityville became not just a story of cupcakes and superstitions, but a timeless epic that echoed through the ages, inspiring generations to come. The number 13, once feared and avoided, now stood as a symbol of triumph, resilience, and the infinite possibilities that awaited those who dared to challenge the unknown. And thus, in the annals of history, the unlucky adventure of number 13 became a legendary saga, a testament to the transformative power of courage, kindness, and the extraordinary potential that lay within every community, waiting to be unleashed by a simple act of defiance against the fears that bound them. If you find this video bone-chilling, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Your support means everything.